Yo, what's going on, people? So I want to do a quick rant, and it's not going to be pretty, so I'm just going to go for it. So I managed to watch today's PMQ's Prime Minister's Questions, and obviously the subject was the whole Diane Abbott racism issue, and Keir Starmer was literally putting it to him, how bad it really is. And all Rishi Sunak can say is, Frank Hester apologise, we should accept the apology, and we should move on. But the big thing that I actually saw in that whole segment of Prime Minister's Questions was the look on Diane Abbott's face. It was like, for me, I was just so angry for her, because they're there talking about her as if to say she's not even in the room. Less so on Keir Starmer's side, but they were talking about her like she wasn't even there. But when she was there and she was listening on and looking all peeved, I can't even imagine the exact emotions that she has dealing with this situation. I can't even imagine it. I'm like, damn. How far have we really fallen in this country? How far? What makes me more angry is the fact that I said to you that Rishi Sunak won't call it out, won't call racism out. But yeah, he's prepared to take another 10 million from Frank Hester or another Tory donor. Money over what's right. Money over this issue. I tell you, Rishi Sunak is not even drumming up himself to be a leader. He's not even elected as a prime minister. So why are we giving him the keys to number 10? Why are we having to listen to this guy? I've just wanted one thing from him right now. Well, I wanted two. I didn't get one, which was to call out racism, which he didn't do that. But I want him to call the general election. And I said to you guys, if he doesn't call this out, he might as well resign right now. He might as well. Nobody can't defend this. Nobody. And what makes me angry and what makes me annoyed about this whole situation is that, Rishi Sunak could have actually squashed this and said something about this whole thing, but he didn't. He didn't even say a damn thing, which shows that all he could do is just look at what Labour's doing, talking about they got their issues when Keir Starmer has actually sorted out his party. It's a different party. And I'm not saying that, oh yeah, Labour's a better party. I'm just saying that the difference between him and Keir Starmer is that Keir Starmer did something. At least he did something. What was also annoying to me, which I'm so angry about, is the fact that Sir Lindsay Hoyle, the Speaker of the House, didn't even give Diane Abbott a chance to speak out. Why? Now I know, as I understand it, people get picked beforehand, so they come and get picked, and they know the questions that's going to be asked, they're picked beforehand. I understand that, but in this instance, so Lindsay Hoyle could have actually literally gave that time. 2 minutes was what all it took for her to say something. And we're just having to deal with this situation again. Racism. And people just think that, oh yeah, this whole thing, it doesn't matter. It does matter. It does matter because, it does matter because we've always been told that the UK is one of the most tolerant places in the world, multicultural, and it is multicultural. But when racism happens, all people can turn around and say that, oh yeah, this isn't racism. Oh, that person said something that was racist, but he isn't a racist, or she isn't a racist. It makes my blood boil. It makes my blood boil, the fact that, you know, we got these people that are like that, and they expect that we will just brush aside this and we got to move on. We can't move on. We can't move on. Diane Abbott has suffered a lot, and I would have loved to hear what she had to say. I would have loved to hear it, but we're not going to get that now. It's made the situation even more worse than it looks. I'm just angry at the fact that, like, yet again we got a problem that it can be solved, but it won't be solved, and that comes from the top down. It's a real joke. It is a real joke, to be honest with you. It really is a joke. So, yeah. I don't know what else I can say. We all want Frank Hester to stop. The decent thing he could do, really, is to stop actually donating to the Tory party. That's the decent thing he can do. If he really prides himself to being this successful, well-to-do businessman, he would actually stop donating to the Tory party. But then again, you got the likes of Rishi Sunak, who likes his money, who likes his helicopters, who would prefer to keep that that relationship of the rich and the elite going, who prefer to do all that stuff when the country actually suffers. Do you know how many times I actually watch TV programs that's in dystopia, where the rich are so rich that they don't really care about the poor, who's getting more poorer and poorer and poorer by the day? That's what I'm afraid of. It's gonna take another generation before stuff like this gets sorted out. I hope. I won't even be here to see it happen, but I don't know. I'm just annoyed, man. I'm just fed up with this situation, fed up of these people having to say what racism is, but they don't understand and how it feels to people like me, to people like Diane Abbott, who are having to go through so much to overcome so much obstacles to get where we want to be in life. Come on, man. Come on. Rishi Sunak is just not a leader. He's just not. So I urge him to start thinking about his future, because his future isn't going to be at number 10. I can assure you that. It isn't going to be there. He can't lead this country. He will turn around and say, yeah, can you do it? I probably won't be able to do it. Because the difference is between him and me is that I actually care. I actually care about the people. But I would do at least a better job in understanding that it's people first, rather than just thinking about all your cronies and all the people that you mix with. I couldn't care less about that. I couldn't care less about that. That's not who I am. That's never what I'm about. Like, I don't do them things. You can stay in your lane and do that thing. Me, I'm on the side of the people that actually wants to do well, the people who having to not have a voice. I want to be that voice. So yeah. It was terrible performance from Rishi Sunak there in PMQs today. Terrible. And I feel like this is only going to get worse. But we're already there, to be honest with you. We're already there. So if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.